Is it your desire, your ambition to have this community grow and grow and grow bigger and bigger?
This particular one, we expect it to grow one day until at least 144,000. mentioned in
144,000.
But
the
it would
book
spread, of
in the
course.
book of Revelations, it mentions that, and we believe that is talking about the destiny reservist that we feel we are, and that number will grow. We don't think it's going to happen before the promised one comes back, but it will definitely happen when he comes back, and they will be called here from all over the world.
Come out of your head city, get off the cosmic cloud. Humble yourselves to the greater lights that have always led the arms crowd. Move on. Move on. Move on. Move on. Move on.
You stated that before you want to become a minister, your desire was to become a singer, a musician.
Yes.
And you became in a way a singer and a musician.
I am.
Yeah, you are. What role does your music play in this belief, in this community, in the book of UNTR?
Right. Well, you have to listen to my music. I call it Cosmopop, and because cosmopolitan is inter-universal, and it's the idea of good music is good music on every universe of time and space. That's what classical music is. It's music that's classical. It's good now and forever. And so my music is written about the Creator, and every sad event that I've gone through, usually other human beings go through those sad events: divorce, death, accidents, sickness, and then trying to get through those bummers in life with faith. And so I write about that faith.
So basically, your music is an attempt to comfort people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give them hope.
To give them hope.
Yeah.
And the combination of teaching and music works the best, would you say?
Yes. I'm a teacher, but I'm also a musician.
Yeah.
And I would use the term, I invented it, global change music.
Yeah.
Cosmopop is part of global change music. Anyone who writes good music about Creator and tries to give answers to things that they went through, they're global change musicians too. But the difference with me is that I do every variety of music. I do jazz, I do Cosmo country, I do folk, I do Celtic, rock. I do it all.
Rhythm and blues.
Rhythm and blues, because I'm multi-dimensional that way.
Worship.
And I also have a choir, 50-voice choir, that I do worship music.
So during your teachings on Sunday, for example, do you play music? Do you make music?
The choir sings.
The choir sings.
Yeah.
And that's your music?
The choir music, yeah. But I do concerts. I'm doing a concert in Sedona, May 5th. And we're calling it a Spiritualution concert.
Yeah. So
gathering
the Spiritualution
people from all religions.
It's basically a combination of teaching and
Spiritual revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people from all religions coming together and pray for the coming of the promised one. Because in every religion, they talk about a coming Messiah. Every religion, not just the Jewish religion. Every religion.
Do you consider yourself also a revolutionary?
Oh, yes, that's what we are.
Yeah.
We're missionaries. That's the best term.
Did you
to-
say revolutionary?
Did you say,
Yeah.
oh, revolutionary?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, of course. We're spiritual revolutionary.
But you're not really going out like other Christian churches do, what churches do, to convert people. You're not knocking on doors and say, hey, here we are, this is the Book of Urantia, please.
No, I don't do it that way.
Yeah, no, you have a radio station, but it's not, that appears to me that it's not your goal really to convert people or to get people in your commune.
Right.
Am I right?
Sometimes we have little advertisements on Facebook that tell people that they need to leave the fallen system, stop working for corporations, and giving their talents to corporations instead of using their talents for something to serve the humanity better for. We do that.
So sometimes it can be just changing jobs within the system.
That
Like
can be
rather
enough,
than
yeah.
working for a bank
Yeah.
or a credit card company or whatever, but working maybe for a healing center or something like that. The whole thing is to inspire people to make changes in their own lives.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do teach that people need to leave banks.
Leave banks.
They need to leave the nuclear weapons factories and
So money is not used here in this commune as a way to exchange goods or services. There's no,
not so much so.
not so
But
much, no.
but when we go to
Of course, when you go outside, you have,
when we
We have
go
to
to
use
Home
money.
Depot
you
or
have to use money or a credit card.
yeah, we have to have
Yeah.
money to buy things.
What is the physics of rebellion? That's not clear to me. That's what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neon's been writing curriculum now since we met 30-something years ago. So maybe she can start answering that question.
Yeah, especially with the Cosmic Family volumes, the continuing fifth epical revelation, that takes a lot of the knowledge, the existing current knowledge that is on the planet, including spiritual knowledge, and bringing in the science. The physics of rebellion, first of all, there's ascension science. We know now, and scientists know on the planet, that energy follows thought, and that our minds and what we think does affect our physical systems. There's a lot of conjecture now, too, that when people gather together, the level of that mass consciousness can impact the natural world around them. If you're familiar with Michio Emoto, the Japanese scientist who traveled all over the world experimenting with water molecules, that he would separate them and then he would have them, he would take ones that were real healthy water molecules as well as ones that were toxic from physical pollutants or whatever, and he'd take pictures of them, you look through the microscope, and they'd look real sick or real healthy. But then he would subject them to, for example, the activities of people coming together to meditate for world peace. And he'd have sick, I'll call them sick water molecules around. And the before and after picture was amazing of what happened. But if you're familiar with Tompkins, The Secret Life of Plants, and there's another person that more recently, it's the same thing. So that there is that consciousness that so we can create, when we have rebellion meaning being outside of divine pattern, being outside of the Tao, the Creator's way. When we have thoughts and actions outside of that, it's rebellion. It's rebellion to true goodness. It's rebellion to the way, the Tao. Whether a person is consciously doing it or not. And it creates then changes in our environment, in our own selves. And
So it can make ourselves ill or
yes,
sick.
yes.
And you think that meditation or thinking, you can heal yourself by thinking or by meditating?
It can help,
It
for
can help.
sure. It can help. I think there's some people that are so far along that sometimes you need medication. You need the allopathic care of regular old doctors.
We don't disbelieve in medicine.
No.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't go that far.
But the power of mind and
We have a doctor in the community.
Yeah.
Medical doctor.
and we have a
We have a
hospice.
psychologist.
Yeah.
Too, yeah?
Yeah.
You use psychologists too, sometimes, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and we have a
But
hospice.
we teach her though.
Yeah, yeah, but we have a hospice care, which is plugged into the medical system, but it's bringing great blessings to those people that are in their transition of passing on, what we call graduating to the next plane.
Psychology should be, there's the body, there's the soul, there's the mind. And so we have to understand the difference between the soul and mind
Yes. Yeah.
and,
And yet they're
the spiritual aspect.
interrelated.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so part in the whole kind of thing. Yeah.
Is it your desire, your ambition to have this community grow and grow and grow bigger and bigger? Or is it not so much about numbers? And are you happy with
Well,
130 people living here
This
now?
particular one, we expect it to grow one day until at least 144,000. Mentioned in the-
144,000.
But
in
it
the
would
book
spread, of
in
course.
the book of Revelations, it mentions that, and we believe that is talking about the destiny reservist that we feel we are, and that number will grow. We don't think it's going to happen before the promised one comes back,
No.
but it will definitely happen when he comes back, and they will be called here from all over the world.
And the promised
You
one-
might be one.
But the promised
you never
one is
know.
Jesus Christ, Michael.
What's
The
that?
promised one is Jesus Christ, Michael.
We believe that,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, who personalized here for about 34 years as,
But they have
as
different
Jesus.
names.
but-
Buddhists call them Maitreya.
Yeah.
The Avatar Kakti, they're Muslims,
But we don't have to go through the end times
Jewish, the Messiah.
as many Christians, as most Christians believe. Like in the New Testament.
Yeah,
it's
but
said-
the end times is really
It's quite
what the
gruesome.
Hopi call it. Well, when we look at what's happening
That's
to our,
already end
it's
times.
very gruesome. Yeah, and the Hopis call it the time of purification and moving from, the Hopis is a tribe, moving from the fourth world into the fifth world.
Which is interesting because
the fifth book.
fifth epic of Revelation, yeah. It's here, it's
Yeah.
the times.
Some people say it's moving into the fourth and fifth dimensions and the age of Aquarius. There's so many ways, but there has been a...
Here, where we're at, sorry.
That's okay.
Here where we're at, in the University of Ascension Science and the Physics of Rebellion, we have students from all over the world here. These 100 people that come from all
Over
the
the world,
continents. And we are more so walking in fourth dimensional thinking than any other group on the planet. But we are also walking in the fifth dimensional thinking, the fifth world. So we're in the fourth and fifth world. So most people outside of us here, they're
Just in the fourth world.
they're just beginning
Too.
to walk into very beginning levels of the fourth world. And so the idea is to bring the fourth and fifth world to the whole planet.
To the whole planet.
Yeah.
And with the university of courses and studying the Urantia book as well as the Cosmic Family volumes, we include, often we bring in teachings from other religions and ancient teachings, very old teachings as well. And we bring in a lot of scientific knowledge, a lot of the new physics and the new science that's come out. And Capra, you're familiar with him and his work, and he's a forerunner, and there's many now there, and it's very exciting to read that and bring it in and build, because it is an evolution that's happening, and what ascension science does is add the spiritual aspect to the physical.
So is there anything, maybe the last question I didn't bring, I think we covered most of it.
Yeah, we did.
Directly or-
We did
or
good.
You're
indirectly.
good. You're a
You're
good
good.
But
interviewer.
except I think we didn't talk about, maybe then we can really wrap it up, the mandate of the bride and the morning star.
Okay, we'll do that. Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, when we started,
Well, it's a big subject.
there's a being, the firstborn son of Jesus Christ Michael and the universe mother spirit. Every universe has a creator son
Yeah.
and a universe mother spirit. And they create everything in their universe, and everything. They go out from paradise, and I guess you could say the existential God. They are existential in the fact that they come out from paradise, and they stop at a point in time and space where there is nothing, and they create something, and they create a universe. And that is, in our universe, called Nebadon. That is Christ Michael. And his actual name is Michael. And their firstborn son, between the two of them, their firstborn son is called a bright and morning star. And that bright morning star in this universe is also named Gabriel. Again, there are many, many angels called Gabriel, but only one bright and morning star. And
And that's you.
no,
No?
not me. That I'm a mortal. I'm a mortal human. Bright morning star is a very high being, and he does come and infuse with me at times.
Okay.
And he has brought through transmissions,
Yeah.
papers.
So he uses you as a vessel sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
As fantastic as it sounds, he is able to come to me because of my service to humankind throughout the centuries. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Also, it takes 5 other human beings aligned with Neon and I, that's 7 of us, to create the particle reality or the alter energy to be able to bring through a bright and morning star. So when he first came, it was in Prescott, Arizona. There
It
were,
was there in the mountains, or not?
well, no,
That was another, that was not, it's not the same. Okay.
no, not the same.
That happened before or after?
That after.
After.
Yeah. The mandate of the bright morning star is
The mandate of the bright morning star is held by Gabriel and me as a unit, but then really everyone that is part of this community and committed to it and committed to becoming leaders and they are part of that mandate also. And mandate to me means being given responsibility to carry out something. And it's a responsibility for the highest good of all. That's what I would say. The bright and morning star is this very high angel, if you know, it's a celestial being of our universe, and he has given this mandate on this planet because he's very interested and invested in this world because it's at the time of the adjudication of the rebellion between
When
Lucifer.
his father came here, Michael came here as Jesus. He watched his father die on the cross. Our world became known in all of the universes as the world of the cross, where they crucified their own creator.
And you know, a lot of this, if you have the Urantia book, or you can look it up, you know, there's this little section called Gabriel, the Bright Morning Star, that can explain a lot of this too.
That's what the
Because it
person,
can sound like science
that's
fiction.
what the man
fantasy.
And the bookstore first pointed out to me they're
Back
trading.
in Pittsburgh.
He pointed
Yeah.
that chapter out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel, the Bright
you
Morning
pointed
Star.
out a few times that you are mortal. And then my question would be, also speaking of fathers and angels, what's going to happen with this commune after one day you may pass away?
Well, we have a board of directors. We have
Elders, spiritual elders.
Yeah, we have ministers. So, it'll go
They're
to
meant
the-
to carry it
to the
on.
So
highest-
they're meant
Yeah.
they can carry on without you.
I don't think that's ever going to happen. I don't
Yeah.
think
But if we do move
we're
on,
going to transcend this world because I believe the promised one is coming back
Right.
and coming back soon.
Coming back soon.
but if we do, it is meant that it is to continue on. It may be a little different than, of course, because each human being is different, but the foundation is laid because this is supposed to spread across the planet in some way, having those divine administration principles applied in our lives. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. for your
Thank
time.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Move on.